Currently, the way people are trooping in, migrants are trooping into the US through the border. Believe me. See, and even the package they have for them, clear road, clear road. This year alone, thousands of migrants have come through the border. See, it is not joke. Many of them are coming here to seek asylum. Yes, so from South America, North America, from everywhere, they are trooping in through Mexico, Canada. Oh, Bob, the hustling is real. The hustling is real. Oh. They are saying right now that this migrant crisis here in the US is even the highest they have seen, or one of the highest. Because even many times, a lot of people have asked me this question. Nusa Comedy, is it okay if I pass through Mexico to the US or I pass through Canada to the US? What I have always told people, I cannot say because I only live in the US. And watching videos of what people are going through to come here, people are going through a lot. People are going through a lot. Imagine people living countries like Venezuela, Bolivia, Ecuador, Argentina, Peru, Brazil, Colombia, Uruguay, Paraguay. Just name it. Just to come to the US and seek asylum. If you see where many of them are trekking through, man, things are really difficult. And here in the US, the way they are packaging them now, many of them are enjoying. Many of them are enjoying. Man, plenty benefits. No come ask me whether make you come. Plenty benefits. Even right now as we speak, here in New York, we are told that what is it called? New York, they've handed out prepaid credit cards for migrant families. As they just come, process them. The next thing, they are giving them prepaid credit cards to enjoy. And these families here, like from what I have here, it states that a family of 4 is expected to receive up to $350 per week under this program that is on now. That is to say, a family of 4 will be receiving $1,400 a month. Well, that is good for a start. That is good for a start. If you check the news, you will see the way people are trooping in through Mexico, through the southern border. People went from Guatemala to Mexico. From there, some are trekking. Because they want to come to the US. I even saw a video now of how a family, they've been trekking for 15 days. They've been trekking for 15 days. And me, I know that people from other countries, from other continents, have also come through Mexico to the US. Because they took many of them to many states. They were divided. Even these past weeks, I have seen a lot of migrants, a lot of asylum seekers coming here to seek asylum. That is what is happening. And one thing you also have to know is that When they get processed, after about, I think, if I'm not mistaken, after about 180 days, after applying for a work permit, they can get their work permit and they start working. They will start working while their case is in processing. Because sometimes it may take an average of 2 to 3 years or even 4 years to fully run your asylum package, go to court, stand before a judge, let them know what has driven you away from your countries or your country. And if they feel like you are worthy of their protection in the US, they can give it to you. Yes, they can give it to you. Because now, just like I think it was yesterday, I made a video telling you guys about taking asylum in Canada. But right now here in the US, but if you see crowd, come and see the crowd. Men, women, old men, young women, children, babies. They are trooping in. Man, and many of them are so happy. I know there are people from all those Asia, Africa, that came to all those in Mexico, Canada, South America. They are maneuvering. While in the same vein, there were people who left other countries because they want to maneuver through other North America and South American countries. Many of them were stuck. Many of them were played by their travel agents. Currently, somebody reached out to me who is in Bermuda. Bermuda, yes. And also somebody is in Antigua who said a travel agent told him that they are going to take him from one place to another, then they will enter US. That guy is in Bermuda. That's where he ended currently. That was not what he was told before he left Africa. The travel agent will when they are showing you under your map, they will tell you from here to here, to here, to here. It's a paper now. For your eye. In your eyes, very easy. Because you can from here, you will touch on that country. When you touch ground there, you will know that it's a very far journey. But to be honest, people got it. There are many people who embarked on these journeys who are here now because of what they are going through in their various countries. Just like I have said in my previous videos on Canada, the criteria is if you are politically persecuted in your countries, if you are religiously persecuted in your countries, if you are sexually persecuted, maybe because of your sexual orientation, if you are persecuted because you belong to a particular social group, there are many things that can happen to you in your country. Maybe your life is in danger. Maybe you are a witness to a crime and those people who committed that crime are after you because they don't want you to testify against them in court or report the case to the police. So there are many reasons that may lead to somebody fleeing their country to seek refuge in another country. So, like these people who are here, I know many of them, if not all of them, flee from their countries because of one problem or the other. So, for those people who have asked me before now that does it make sense if, because somebody once reached out to me and said, not too long ago, and said his travel agent is giving him one package. I said, what package is that? He said the travel agent is telling him that they will first of all take him to one country in South America, from there to one country, from like 5 countries before they will get to Mexico and come here to the US. I told the guy, I said, there are people who are stranded in that journey. A lot of people are left stranded in some countries. They couldn't get past there, especially when you are dealing with a travel agent that is not truthful. They know that if they eventually take you somewhere, there is no way you can ask for a refund, because in many cases, you wouldn't want to come home from that country you are currently stranded in. So currently, this boy enjoying, like what they said here now. They said a family of 4 is expected to receive up to $350 per week under the program. The program will start with 500 migrant families. I'm talking about just New York. Here in New York, the program will start with 500 migrant families with children already living in short-term hotels. City officials said if the pilot program is a success, they would consider expanding the program to all migrant families staying in hotels. So right now, it's just for 500 families. These people will be receiving about $350 a week. When you convert that one for Naira or for CFA, say France, now money be that too. These people now will just be chilling, collecting $1,400 a month. Even though that money can be small, but because the government is giving these people shelter, many of them are currently in hotels. And they are going to help them. Maybe by then their children will be going to schools, And even though these people don't have what it takes to work yet, but they are receiving this money from the government here in New York. And the benefits that are being given to these migrants vary from state to state here in the US. So for those of you that are thinking of this option, for me, it's not an option I recommend personally for me, because I am not being persecuted in Nigeria from where I came to the US. So I know there are people who are going through one thing or the other and their lives are in danger. From what I understand, seeking asylum abroad is not illegal. It's not illegal if you have all it takes or what it takes to successfully seek asylum. So for those who are asking me about asylum in the US, because I saw this in some of my comment sections here on YouTube and on my other social media platforms. So people were asking me, what's the current asylum update in the US? So this is the update. A lot of people have been trooping in here. Many of them have been processed and they are waiting their work authorization. That is their work permit. So even while their cases have not been heard in court, after that, I think about 180 days, their work permit will come out and they can start working. Yes, they can start working. Even though there are many cases where, even though after people had their work permits, their work authorizations, their case or cases were still denied. And they employed all legal means to try to appeal the case. Some were successful, some weren't, and they had to leave the US. So this is just basically what is currently on ground here when it comes to seeking asylum. So, and also there are cases where people came here with a visitor visa and eventually went for asylum. And those people, some of them got it, some didn't. But the truth of the matter is, if you have that thing that has really placed or put your life in danger in your country, if this country see that that thing is genuine, they are convinced, trust me, you may most likely get it. They see, if they are convinced, because there are cases where people also failed it. Hey, you understand? So what I've always told people is just for you to be honest, be sincere, be truthful. When you are truthful, you will never forget your story. When you are truthful, if they ask you that story 40 times, even from your sleep, you can wake up immediately and start to narrate your story. That is because it really happened. So for some people do some things by fabricating stories, that is why at the end of the day, they lose their case in court. Because from the story they told earlier, that even led to them being processed, they will now be finding differences. They will not be seeing inconsistencies in their stories when they get to court. They will be saying, "Oh, you said this. Why this now? You did this. What you are saying now? You didn't say it before." That is how people's cases get thrown out. So this is just basically the asylum case right here. People are getting paid while being on asylum and waiting for their cases in court. And also, like I said earlier, right here in New York, where I am currently situated, just heard from what I read earlier, families of 4 are being given $350 per week, and about 500 families have been selected. And they are saying if the program that these people are under is successful, they intend to extend this program to other migrants. So this is just basically what it is here. So please, in the comment section of this video, let me know what you want me to make a video on next, and I will surely deliver. I am making this very one now because people requested for it. So till I see you in my next video, guys. Respect.